Hey everybody, Jake here, and today we're going to take a look at another ink. Today's ink is going to be Organic Studio Ralph Waldo Emerson Twilight Blue. So same kind of box as the Walden Pond. I have a review of that if you like checking that out. It's slightly more green than this. Masters Writing Series, Waldo Emerson, handmade in Maryland. There's a picture of Emerson with his birth and death date, his signature, and then a little biography about him and some notable works that he published. The website, and these are 55 milliliter bottles. About $13 for a 55 milliliter bottle, so not too bad. Here's the bottle itself. Very unadorned, kind of a poorly printed picture on there, but that's fine. Plastic bottle, so if that matters to you, you might want to take this ink and put it in a nicer bottle. That would increase the price if they were to do that themselves, but it's always an option. Very, very wide neck to fill from on here. I like these quite a bit. I don't have any issues getting any of my pens in this. You could probably honestly fit 2 pens in here at once, although that would be a little weird. I don't know why you do that. Some people are into that though. But let's go ahead and take a look at the actual ink swatch. In advance, I apologize for the smudging in my handwriting. I'm just a little off today. But here it is. So you can see it is a blue. It is a very blue with a slight purplish tint. But the sheening is insane on this ink. And even on the writing, you can see it's more sheening than blue. So if you want just that blue color, it's somewhat close to Pilot Iroshizuku Asagao, but with some sheen. So if you're looking for just that blue color, maybe check that out. But this certainly adds some very interesting characteristic to it. And it does kind of shine, which is very interesting to me as well. But very, very nice ink swatch there. And again, these are $13 for a 55 milliliter bottle. Let's go ahead and take a look at a writing sample. Give you guys a slightly better idea of what this looks like on paper. So here I have a Rhodia dot pad. And I actually have 2 pens to test with today, just because I wanted to show you guys one that writes a little bit more of the blue color and one that writes a little bit more sheen. So we'll do my standard pen, the Lamy 2000. This is a very wet pen, so. And again, pardon my handwriting today. I don't know what's wrong with it, but my hand's not wanting to cooperate very well. Ralph Waldo Emerson Twilight Blue. It's a very nice ink. Just like the Walden Pond, it is very, very wet in almost every pen I have put it in, which I like a lot. Some people may not like that, but it is what it is. So I'll go and do a dry time test with this pen, then I'll do a writing sample with the other one, do dry time test with it as well. I'm really impressed with Organic Studio. They actually have a new one coming out soon, which I'll mention a little bit more about in This Week in Ink on, tomorrow, I guess. Not tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm recording this ahead of time. It's tomorrow for me. But it's, oh gosh, what's his name? It's another famous writer. But it's a lot more of like a teal color. A turquoise-ish color, which I like a lot. If you guys watch my reviews, you know I love that color. So I'm definitely going to be picking up a bottle of that, especially because this ink has impressed me so much. I'm definitely going to be checking out some more Organic Studio stuff. And here we have my wife's Lamy LX in ruthenium. I had to do some work on it today, and she likes this ink, so it's filled up with that. It is also a medium, but it is Lamy's steel medium, which writes a little bit more dry than their gold nib on the 2000, in my experience. I really like Lamy's nibs, though. They're pretty good. I've had a few times where they're scratchy. Um, you just have to work on them a little bit, and they write very, very well. What I like about Lami's nibs, though, is they're interchangeable for the most part, except for the 2000. You could even put a gold nib on a Safari if if you really, really want to. But that's all up to. I would never do that because if I'm gonna put a gold nib on something, I'm gonna really like it, and I like the Safari a lot. Just I'm not in love with the material. I'd rather get a 2000, in Macrolon for basically the same price. So you can see it's a little bit drier with the steel medium nib. I'll bring it a little closer for you guys so you can kind of see the color. So you can see there's a little sheening on the LX nib and a lot on the 2000. So again, very wet ink. If you put this in a wet pen, you're gonna get more sheening red and purple, that kind of shade, than you are the blue. So keep that in mind. If you're getting this for the blue, put it in a very dry pen, and you'll get to experience a little bit of the shading. If you put it in a very wet pen, you're gonna get mostly, or no, I'm sorry, sheening. You're gonna get mostly sheening. So that is my review of the Ralph Waldo Emerson Twilight Blue ink from Organic Studio. Don't forget to check out my other ink reviews and keep an eye out for a pen review coming up this weekend. Thanks, guys.